Hello, comrades. Commissar, bro, here today with another Superpower Sunday. That's right, because it's Sunday and I'm playing Superpower 2. So, yeah. Superpower Sunday. That's what we're going to start doing now. Every Sunday, I'm going to at least try to release one Superpower video to to add schedule to my completely hectic schedule. And yeah, to try to make it easier for you guys to watch the videos that you're more interested in. If you're not interested in like the impressions, the first reviews, all that stuff, then just tune in on a Sunday and a Monday, because Monday will be Making History Mondays. So I'll actually probably do 1 or 2 videos to Making History every Monday as well. So those are the 2 guaranteed days I have for these 2 games. I will allot them and go from there. Now, this Superpower Sundays may include a series in the near future. I'm heavily considering China. I may try to do that again, like I did in my very first Superpower 2 video, which is I just never did actually show how I got to that point. But anyway, without further ado, we're playing as Honduras today. I almost messed up the name. We're playing as Honduras, and I'm going to try to get them out of debt, or at least get them on a positive balance like I do with all my other little how-to videos. I actually kind of like I said, this is my favorite part of the entire game, is just making a country float. Like, I don't even care. Like, I mean, the rest of the stuff's a lot of fun and whatnot, but this has always been my favorite part of Superpower 2, is actually making, budgets work and whatnot, and trying to get countries out of debt and all that good stuff. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of healthcare. We're going to bring down... I'm going to keep propaganda up, because, again, I keep propaganda because it helps mitigate the stability and approval losses after changing the tax rate to a max level. So that's why I do that. However, Honduras is very, very poor, so that is kind of an issue. Now, they do have a decent amount of resources, so it's not impossible to fix. We'll get rid of research. At least balance out telecom. Get rid of more healthcare. I really don't care about healthcare. Tourism, I don't care. No, we're not going to make any money off tourism. Might as well just get rid of it. It's going to take in our budget. What other budget stuff do we got? Most of our budget is in debt. Like, that's really our biggest problem, is being so grievously in debt. So what else can we do to fix that? Well, let's see. We could raise our taxes up higher. I'm thinking like a 75, 76. We'll just go ahead and do the whole shebang. 78. Alright, bam. That's right, that should bring it up a little bit. And approval's low, stability's lowering, corruption is hopefully going to be going down a little bit by little bit. Hopefully. We could always change the actual government style that this one is under. I don't remember which one brings down corruption faster, though, but that would probably be the one to go with if you did want to change. However, I'm trying not to. So what else can we drop down a little bit? Drop down a little bit more education. Drop down a little bit more environment. Alright, I guess we'll start dropping down propaganda. And what else can we get rid of? I guess we'll dump a little bit in infrastructure. Yeah, that leads us to a little bit of a positive balance there. At the same time, though, this isn't the best economy for extended growth. Like, the most this would do is pay off some of that debt. And even then, you could go as far as raising the global tax modifier, which I'm trying to avoid. And generally, as you guys watch my videos, you know I avoid that like the plague. If I don't have to do it, I won't do it. So let's go ahead and drop down our interest to 0%. Yes, now that inflation is down to 3.8 to allow some more growth in that sector. Our resources percent is going down, so that's kind of concerning. Again, it probably has to do with these incredibly low budget sliders we have here. But unfortunately, that's the only way to really pay off the debt. Now, you could focus more on a diplomatic strategy and try to get your diplomacy up with the surrounding countries, particularly countries like the U.S. Once the U.S. digs itself out of debt, which it normally does within the first 2 years or so. So, that's one thing you could do. Or alternatively, like I said, you could just go with this strategy here, where I'm basically just going to pay off my debt bit by bit. You could go back and put this stuff into budget sliders, but you really don't have to. Your approval is going to be massively low. Corruption's going to be pretty low too, and there's not much you can do about that. Like, unfortunately, that with the debt being so high, you just have to pay off that debt before you can do much else. But do keep in mind to be wary of in any case of how low or how high that corruption rate gets, because you can see mine's pretty much skyrocketing. And if it hits about 70%, I'll probably start putting more money in education and government, because that will lower it. Now, you could also take this excess cash you have here and put it into like infrastructure and telecom, which I'm going to put a little bit in. And hopefully that doesn't hurt our economy any. I don't think it will. Again, we're not paying off as much debt as we could be. And yeah, that kind of sucks. But again, you could put money into foreign aid to start getting on better terms with the surrounding countries around you. It's going to stabilize anyway, so over time you're just going to start getting more money out of people anyway, so it's not that big of a concern. But yeah, this is basically how I would play Honduras. As you can see, my balance is very low. I'm paying off this debt very slowly, but you could just go into the global tax mod and up it a bunch to pay that debt off faster, and then you'll have at least a positive balance to where you can put it in towards other stuff to help grow your economy. I'm actually going to get rid of propaganda at this point in time too. But yeah, so this is pretty much how I would play Honduras. I hope this is helpful to anyone who's actually, interested in playing Superpower too. That's kind of why I do these videos, is for the newer players of Superpower, like if they want to see how to play a certain country, or at least how I would play that country, that's specifically what these videos are for. And again, I mostly stick with multi-party democracies. You can play other groups and whatnot. They'll all work out the same, I'm sure, to some degree. And yeah. That's about it. Anyway, this has been Commissar Bro, and I will see you guys on the next Superpower Sunday. And hopefully, like I said, if my schedule calms down a little bit, I'll try to do another Superpower video soon. Because, like I said, I am heavily considering a Chinese playthrough, because again, I think that's one of the harder countries to play as in this game, especially in the Steam edition, being so grievously in debt and broke. So yeah, I think that one might be fun. But anyway, this has been Commissar Bro, and I will see you next time.